Two budding romance writers talk about reading, publishing, writing, and how much we love each other. Hi, Kate!
Hi, Marty.
Happy Cringemas!
Oh, God,
You're feeling the season, right? You're feeling the reason for the season.
Oh, so hard. That's what she said.
I'm sure I have.
That's about the quality.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the writing that I have brought to you today.
I was just going to say, I'm sure I have a "that's what she said" joke in this document.
Oh, I have no doubt about it.
Kate and I have a special little surprise for you, listener. We have both found some cringeworthy piece that we wrote a long time ago.
Ages and ages ago.
Ages and ages ago.
That's very important.
An entire lifetime ago.
We're not these people anymore.
No, but I could not be the person I am without having been this person. And so I think that's a really, I appreciate you, young Marty, for your vigor.
I think I might still be this person.
But yeah, so we're going to do a little reading. I don't know about Kate's. Mine did go a bit rated N17, so I'm gonna have some awkwardness while reading, as you can hear in my voice currently.
So Marty's mom, skip ahead by 20
yes.
minutes.
Well, no, I don't think you have to skip ahead, mom/listener. I when I start reading, just skip ahead about 2 minutes, and I should be done about then. Okay? So you just do that for us. You just skip right ahead, Mom. But yeah.
Listener, you have to download this podcast several times to make up for the skipping, though.
Yes, you have to download this a couple times, because this is real pain we're putting ourselves through for you.
Oh, yeah. And this was your idea.
I know. I tried to come up with something different.
Did you?
I did.
Because this is the first and only thing you suggested to me. And I was like, yeah, okay.
That was one of the reasons why I don't think I could come up with anything different. Because you were like, that's a cute idea. And then I was like, okay. And then I was like, nothing I come up with is better than this. And so even though listener never asked for this.
Yes, well, let's explain to listener what Cringemas is.
Oh, I thought we did.
Oh, did we?
I mean, I just told them what we're doing. But if you want to do it in your words, I would love to hear what Cringemas is.
Cringemas is the totally new holiday where we flay our egos upon the spit of your disdain.
If not your disdain, our own.
If not yours, our own. The flame is plenty hot.
Yes. So yeah, we're going to do a little reading for you.
We went back in our archives and dug out, each of us from our closet, the oldest and cringiest thing. No, not cringiest. I think we did pass up far cringier.
Oh god, yeah, no. This was as cringy as I was willing to share. How about that? And it's plenty cringy enough.
I think I erred on the side of, this is what I can survive.
Exactly. Yep.
There's this New York Times article. I was like, a couple of years old now. But the origin of the phrase, the mortifying ordeal of being known, which you might seen quoted around the internet and memeified. But basically the article talks about, imagine a room. In this room is everyone saying every good thing that has ever been said about you.
Oh, God.
And in order to get to this place, to hear all the good things people have said about you, you have to go down this staircase of people saying progressively worse and worse things about you. People have actually thought about you.
Dude.
And if you can get through that, you can get into this. It's been a while since I read this article, so I could be totally butchering it. But I think the idea is that in order to perceive good things about yourself, you also have to embrace and reconcile with the worst parts of yourself. Mm-hmm. And while that was not the thinking behind this project, it's just something I remembered.
One thing, when you said New York Times article, that was one of the most New Jersey sounding moments I've ever heard from you.
Oh no, not when I told you I was in love with Vinny down the street.
Oh, you're in love with Vinny down the street?
And his such pretty Adidas. I don't even know what I sound like.
Adidas?
I said such pretty, and I'm like, that's not a thing anyone says. That's just a me thing.
Remember that time that Mika was like, does anyone have a nice pair of sweatpants? And you and I were both like, oh yeah, they do. There are better and worse degrees of sweatpants.
Yeah, some people think the gray sweatpant is uniquely terrible, and some people are like, no, this is the height of sweatpantery.
Sweatpantery.
Listen. I was gonna go with hoisery, and I was like, no one says that this century. Please stop,
Yeah.
Kate. God, if I could make people understand what kind of creature I am, I would be like, you first need to understand that I grew up watching one Pride and Prejudice movie, one iteration of Pride and Prejudice on
What one?
the BBC miniseries with
I
Colin
love
Firth.
it. Yep, I love it.
And so that's why I
but,
talk
I'm
like
not-
this sometimes.
I'm not going to, I will happily sit down and read any Pride and Prejudice retelling and watch any Pride and Prejudice, like, new version, like, old version. Just give me more. I love that story. But yeah, your accent's coming out really weirdly today. Is it because you've been, like, talking to more people in New Jersey?
Because I have left my hermit abode.
I think so, dude. That's hilarious. I've, like, never heard you sound, like, so New Jerseyan.
I think it's because I have a bit of a cold.
Oh.
It really comes through.
I still am gonna go with, like, it's infectious and you're around people.
But so what Marty's referring to is I got a new job, and
Yeah.
don't know if we said on the podcast that I got a new job, and I'm
Yeah,
going to it now.
It's
I think we
exciting.
might have mentioned it.
I think we might have. Either way,
Yeah.
we're all very excited for Kate. It's a cool place.
Yeah, I'm very stoked about it.
Kate, do you want to read first?
Oh God,
Or do you want me to?
I can. I
You
feel
want me
like 'cause
to?
mine's not quite as NC-17. And I don't use the word penis quite as much as you say you do.
I don't use the word penis. I just
Okay.
reference it quite a bit.
Okay, well,
God.
there is a good amount of referencing in this some 200 words.
God.
And the thing that like really astounds me about this Cringemas thing is that we've picked out about 200-300 words.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a lot of words.
It's
I don't know
not.
about you.
But these are the most torturous 200 words I could ever read aloud. Not even true, because if I were to dig anywhere else in this document, there would be something else I would
And it
rather
would
not
be
read
worse.
aloud.
I can say the same.
Right?
And the thing that's like, this is, so I edited previous episode, pre-Christmas ep,
Mm-hmm.
about 30 minutes ago.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. And you brought up this kind of, this concept that we skated past. So I made a note of it. Dessert writing.
Ooh, dessert writing.
Yeah, and so like this document, which is about 20,000 words.
Mhm.
Yeah, 20,000?
Do I
No,
need to know mine?
60.
Oh, see?
Fuck.
Mine is 69,000. It's almost 70,000 words.
Yeah, you wrote a whole book. I wrote almost
Yeah.
a whole book. And like it's just all this scattered, it's pure id.
Yeah. Mine is very episodic, told from like 6 different perspectives, and like just not much. Like I don't think I had a great understanding of chapter, but man, I mean, yeah, pure id. Like it. I could see why someone would continue reading it, because it's a very visceral reading. How about that?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very visceral. I like that.
Thank you. I feel so uncomfortable.
I'm settling into, because I do like this document. I feel like you've been kind of intimating that you haven't touched this thing in a while.
A long time.
I think I open this maybe every 2-3 months, and I read
Really?
a couple of parts that I like, and I go, maybe I want to expand on this, maybe I don't.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like I have a hard time connecting with id kind of stuff. Like id in the id superego and ego thing.
Do you feel like you can't turn off like the part of your brain that's like, this is the storytelling, right? Like
this is the structuring. This is
the structure. Yeah.
Make it good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like that's definitely a different mindset and a whole different like headspace than, yeah, I have to say the New Jersey accent is just a stuffy nose.
Okay.
My nose is like, I'm like feeling it encroach into my, yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You just can't breathe in New Jersey.
In New Jersey. But yeah, the concept of dessert writing, what I find when I'm in like a dessert writing moment is when I'm like doing very broad strokes, right? Like where like we've talked about this before, where like here are the parameters I'm working within, but nothing has to be fine detailed. It is just like an emotion or mood. I like think of it like a fever dream. Like I don't really remember what I wrote until I read it the following day. And it is just following like this drive to just find enjoyment in this writing.
For me, it's like every scene sparks joy.
Yeah. Well, like, shouldn't that be what it does? I'm trying to get back to that.
Yeah, I feel like I started out writing it from that place, and in the last couple of years, maybe it's just a very long COVID-y depression. You know, one could hope.
One could hope.
But, oh brain, come back online.
Don't leave me now.
Yeah, not in the middle of a sentence.
Did she come back?
No, what was I saying?
Well, like, now I'm distracted. COVID-y
depression. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm not writing from that place anymore because I'm more in the planning phase, and I have to make the plot make sense. And sometimes when you just write from your id and your dessert and your pure joy everything, you can kind of get away from plot that makes sense.
I think that revisiting Truth or Dare and doing that round of edits and sending it out to betas has really like given me a different perspective on my writing process, right? Because I wrote that so quick. I think I wrote that entire thing, like what I shared with everybody. I think it was like a 3-day process, right? Like I was just like just spewing words, just moving the story around and like making it happen. And editing it, I think it took like a week and a half to like thicken it up, give it more story. And I'm going to do that process again because of like some of the comments from betas. But like there's still something really fun about that story, even after the rewrite. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of try to bring that energy into writing all of the time because I
want to do that.
I do too. And I feel like you can really read it a lot of times. But then again, like I read what you wrote, Handle with Claire, and I'm like, this is just the cutest damn thing I've ever read. Like I'm just so in love with everything about this. And I feel like in the process of rereading Just Fake Married, I'm like, oh my God, that is so cute. I think it's more so like what is going to get you to actually finish the story more so than because the editing process and rewrites, like it's going to be a great story. You just have to actually finish the draft. Right? And so if writing it for your id is going to make that happen. But yeah, we should probably get reading, right?
In a second. I want to clarify for listener, neither of the titles that you've mentioned are available.
Are published.
Yeah.
I mean, all 3 of them are unpublished at this point. But listener, they will be someday. So
hopefully,
we'll let you know.
Fingers crossed.
I know mine will. You're not going to share Handle with Claire?
I want it to be out there in the world.
You need me to stop saying that title?
No.
Okay.
Because like it's on my website and it says, hey, this is my project that I'm sending to agents pelting into their inboxes. God, I got a note back on it recently that like made me kind of mad.
Really?
Like not Because, like, not mad, just kind of like, but I already did that. You know, because, like, basically, it boiled down to, this didn't get, it took too long to get to the action, or it took too long to get to the exciting part, which is the part where she realizes her highly personal note has been taken away by this absolute stranger, and he's gonna read it because she accidentally gave it to him. Which is, you know, the fear that kind of drops in the pit of your stomach at the end of the chapter. Little cliffhanger. But I guess, so her point was it took too long to get to that point. And I'm like, this chapter is 10 pages long. That's not a lot of pages for that particular book. And I had taken like 5-10 pages out already in order to shorten it down to get to that moment quicker. And I'm like, how short do you want this chapter?
Is that still how you're opening the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I changed the beginning a couple of times.
Okay, well, we'll talk more about this.
We're on such a tangent. I might cut that.
Man, aren't we just? So let's get back to the reason for the season. I'm going to start reading. And so, Mom, in 3, 2, 1, skip 2 minutes. Listener, I am sorry. I'm going to read this like I'm not embarrassed. The back door to the cafe opened. Luke turned and saw Jamie carrying 2 small trash bags. She raised one thin, dark eyebrow at him. Good jog? She asked. Instantly aware of the adrenaline pumping through his veins, Luke struggled with the impulse to carry her to the bed of his Toyota truck. He could almost feel her legs wrapped around him, making the truck struts bounce to their rhythm. Planting his feet a decent distance from the dumpster, he tried to shift his hips so the erection wouldn't show through his lightweight gym shorts. Luke thought, not only is she your employee, but you hardly know the woman. Fucking horn dog. That made the blood abruptly redirect from between his legs. Good jog, he confirmed. She threw the 2 bags in the dumpster, turned astride back to the cafe, and paused to say, "You look good, all sweaty." His breathing had evened out, but quickened again. "I don't think you would say that if you could smell me. It's not good," he joked, watching her close the distance between them, her rhythmic movements. Luke enjoyed the view of her body moving, a slight sway to her hips, with only a few long-legged strides. Jamie was close to him. Even though they did not touch in any way, Luke could feel the heat and pressure of her body. "Nope," she spoke, her voice low. If she was any further away, he would not be able to hear her. "You look even better up close." She was eye to eye with him. He felt his lips part slightly, softening, wanting to press against her full mouth. "You smell good too," she continued, her lips lifting. "You smell masculine." And that is all I can bear. So, I have a couple notes for former me, if I could just give those real quick. One thing,
can I say though?
Yeah.
I really liked that.
You really liked it?
I liked the part about the fucking gym shorts. And then the truck bouncing. I was like, oh god, I love that. That's such... like, it's funny detail in a way, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, if you were writing that to kind of be a little bit funny, I'd be like, that's you're hilarious.
That is a really good point of like, tone is everything. I feel like I really could just pick this up because in that moment, he also felt the need to tell us his truck was a Toyota.
That part, I was like, ooh, there's Marty.
Oh my god, that is the funniest crap to me. Also, okay, so it's a very visceral reading, you know, clearly a lot of id is driving this story. But if
though, I swear I've read a book just like that, like that's been published. Oh, like that kind of writing.
I mean, I am sure that like I said, I have let people read this and they have found enjoyment in the reading, right? And so like it's like anything else, like it's somebody else's flavor. This is not the way I see my voice anymore. Like there's a lot of dialogue tags and like stuff like that I'm not a fan of. So even just on like a actual structure standpoint, like that's where I'm at. But also like, you know, so it's a cafe and yeah, of course she has to like take care of trash and stuff like that. Yeah, cool, great. Did she have to do it right now?
Yeah.
Right? Did she have to come out with like 2 giant bags of trash? And all
God,
this
I
is
really
happening
love
next
it.
to a dumpster?
so overwhelmingly, instantly hard over the image of her hauling trash bags.
Oh God, help me.
I've had that job. It's
I mean,
not
if you've ever felt
job.
Desirable, it's in that moment, right? Where you're
I'm
just
the
like
sexiest bitch at this Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh my God. Oh man. It's probably all milky and gross. Like, it's really gross trash, too. It's not like paper. Right?
Milky. I think that word is worse than moist. You know? Some people say moist is the worst word.
I just beat it.
Milky.
I just beat it with milky.
Yeah,
it is a bad word, isn't
such
it?
a top-notch writer.
I am, you know? I am, and it's because, former Marty sat down and wrote this.
Oh,
She wrote her heart. And I appreciate her efforts. Yeah. So, this is a little barista story I wrote. And that's where I'm at with it. I feel like I had another thought that I wanted to share. Oh, also, you smell masculine? Can we talk? I don't like that either. Like, I don't like that. Like,
it's just too vague for me, you know?
It's so, can you imagine as a human being telling another human being such a thing? Like, no, people would never.
People
Musky?
in 2002 very much would. I want to remind you. That is exactly the kind of writing that was on TV and in books.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe I was influenced. Ugh, it hurts my stomach. But anyway, this happened. Again, I appreciate young Marty, and if anyone is if anyone is just like having fun doing your writing, and like years down the line you're like, oh man, that writing happened, just appreciate that it happened. And yeah, good for you. Keep your writing, dude. All right, Kate, you wanna be a part of this game?
Oh, game implies there's a winner. We're just both losers.
I mean, I guess the winner is listener.
Oh God, listener is a loser too for having to listen to this.
Listener,
I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Like, we all lose. This is a lose-lose-lose situation. I wasn't calling you like a nerd or something. A loser.
But she did. That did actually happen. So.
Oh no, it didn't, because I'm cutting it out.
Oh! Editor.
Yes,
all right.
The power.
All right, let's pull off this Band-Aid. Be a part of the season.
All right. Okay, so I want to preface this. No,
I like that I didn't even. I just launched right in. I don't think we need context.
Yeah, no, we don't. Okay. Ida whispers as she nudges Carol, sliding into the front office desk with her. What was he like, though? Carol shrugs and files through the file cabinet. Oh, kill me! Files through the file cabinet. If I said anything good about this document, scratch it from the record.
Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing. You keep going.
Okay. Really sweet. And his mouth, the things he does. Oh, that sounds so vague. She bemoans herself, leaning her head on the cabinet. Ida leans in and whispers conspiratorially. I don't know, you're painting a pretty clear picture. You gonna see him again? I kind of want to, but maybe I should leave it as a magical one-night thing, I don't know if I'm ready for anything right now. That's fair, I guess. Besides, he said it was kind of complicated right now. He's got some kind of stalker. She actually walked in on us this morning, and she wouldn't leave. I wanted to die. That part was just awful. Oh my god, what a creep. In, the bedroom? No, we were in the kitchen, and, she turns red again, and Ida's eyes go wide with the opportunity to tease. Oh my god, who knew you were so nasty? That's it.
Oh.
I think 200 words is a lot shorter for me than it is for you.
I felt like maybe this was less than... Yeah, no, that was... Tell me more. Tell me your feelings. I love
God.
her filing through the filing cabinet. That is so funny. It's like...
I have like dozens upon dozens of sentences like that. I feel like that's my...
You know what it reminded me of is in BoJack Horseman when she's dating the guy that's 3 young children in a trench coat, and he does like 4 businesses that day. That's what it reminded me of. You get it? You gotta say your thoughts.
I gotta say my thoughts.
You gotta say your thoughts. It's another one of those where tone is everything. Because like if that was put in any sort of context where it's meant to make people laugh, like it's perfect. Right?
Oh, but it absolutely wasn't. It was just like a scene where like,
okay.
you know, like I wanted to get into her feelings about it, but like I felt like, I guess again from like watching movies and stuff, because you get that kind of weird conversation.
Yeah, well, because you haven't had enough adult conversation yourself at this point.
Yeah, and you're like, this is how people talk about sex.
Yeah.
And people get this detailed, or not detailed, but this into it.
Well, yeah, and it's no big deal for one friend to ask another friend for, like, all the deets, right? Yeah. Also, that, like, if as an adult, someone was like, yeah, he kind of has a stalker who, like, came into the room, like, my response would be like, oh my god, are you okay? It wouldn't be like, ooh, sensational.
I know. No one has, like, any reference point for how serious anything is.
Right? Yes.
Mostly because I didn't.
And that's it. Like, you didn't know. We can only write what we know, right? And so...
And, yes. You know, like, you try to write things that are just...
above your maturity level.
Interesting and cool and out there. And it's you don't realize the ways that it still needs to be grounded.
Uh-huh.
And that's been kind of a weird thing that I've been learning. I feel like especially the last 2 years when, I want to say, writing Handle with Claire and showing it to, you know, other writing friends and getting feedback and getting well, why does she feel that way? Or why would she say that? Or...
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, we just circled back to dessert writing. Because, like, this was, when I wrote my piece, this was dessert writing. Like, I just wrote it down. It was just linear, and I just, scene for scene, just boom, 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 right? And I didn't have any concept of what storytelling was, aside from, like, reading, and, like, trying to write. But now having more experience, and like you said, in the past 2 years, like having a critique group and learning so much more in the things that other people question because they don't know all the background you have in your head.
Exactly. But also, like, people who can, I don't know, like, ground things.
It's so much more cognitive now than it was.
Definitely.
Like, writing is so much more, like... every word, every sentence, every piece of dialogue is so much more intentional. And that's really incredible. Like, I feel like I've grown so much as a storyteller. But
at the same time, you miss it.
Well, and I don't want to be stunted in my creativity, right? Where before it was just this flow of thoughts and feelings and all of that. And then now, because everything is intentional, because the plot has to be moved with every single sentence, it's every word has more pressure, and so every word is harder to make, right?
But at the same time, I wonder if feeling like that is a response to realizing how little you were thinking that when you were writing before. You feel like, I now need to go 100% on this overcognition. That's not a thing. You know, overthinking it. When you can, I think there's a balance to be had between dessert writing, allowing your id to really sparkle, for lack of a better, for it to twinkle very Christmassy.
In my head, we have like, no one can see me brushing my hand through the air, but I'm doing it. So,
okay.
Like, our twinkle makes noise, and
our twinkle has sound effects.
We have so many stickers to make. But okay, so keep on going with your thought.
Oh, I had a thought?
You'll remember it when you go back to edit.
Oh, I'm sure I will, because I feel like this bitch can't finish a thought. I do it constantly, and I'm like, why can't this bitch think?
I don't know, but like, dude, I'm just tagging right behind you, so... I was just gonna say Merry Cringemas.
Oh, Merry Cringemas.
I wish I had like some bells to ring.
Oh, I'll add in a bell sound effect.
Aww. Ching, 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 ching.
Oh.
That was the bells.
Woo.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. I guess that's it. Oh, we've been talking for 40 minutes. I was like,
yeah.
that was quick.
Yeah. And like, we had been like, hard 30-minute line.
We did say that at some point.
We did, yeah.
All
Listener,
right.
Happy Cringemas. We absolutely
Happy
adore
Cringemas.
you.
I guess you gotta go read your own old, terrible writing and do some cringing too.
Oh my gosh, friends. If you would like email them to us, we will not.
Oh, don't email them.
I want to see them. You can
If
email
you
them to me at martyv@martyv.com. I will not share them unless you explicitly say share it. Otherwise, I'll just read it and like chat with you about it because like I love this stuff. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.